Hey everyone, today on Buds Mafia, we're going to be breaking down some massive trades. Quinn Hughes of Minnesota, Stuart Skinner is gone in Edmonton. We're going to be talking about why the Leafs are back to being shit, Matthews can't score, and their upcoming schedule, as well as NFL Week 16. Week 16, talking about big Bills win over the Patriots, give our picks and previews for next week, as well as some updates on a new sim series. Go check us out on YouTube, like I said, Spotify, and enjoy the show.
Tavares coming out, sends it in a goal. They score! They score! Holy mackerel, they score! Morgan Riley! Mo Riley! The Leafs have won it! They're going to the second round!
Gonna run for it, he got it! And there he goes! Inside the 10, the 5! Oh, the play of the year in the NFL!
Welcome back, everyone, to episode 47 of the Buds Mafia Podcast. Feeling good. Definitely a stressful afternoon, but it wouldn't be a stressful afternoon if there wasn't a Bills game. Big dub, big win. We'll get into that. Leafs, however, are back to their old ways. Matthews forgets how to score. But other than that, Jackson, I know you had a really busy week with work and everything and running. We finished our 62-kilometer run, but how's the legs feeling and how are you doing?
I've never been so happy to be done a week. And for real, my life. Like, it was not that bad until, so we did inventory of, this week. So basically, we shut down the plant on Friday. I was on afternoons this week. So Wednesday, I worked a 14-hour day, and I worked, 3 10-hour days in between. And then Thursday night, I worked till 10:30, 11 o'clock. Go home, sleep, come back in for 6:30 in the morning, and literally we count. It doesn't matter what type of steel it is in the warehouse, it gets counted. You write a tag sheet for it, and then you go in.
Yeah.
Most of the guys get to leave at noon, and then I have to stay with all the other lead hands and foremans, and we have to make sure. Then they run a variance report to see what is off, what is really off, and then we go back out and check and see all the tags and everything, and it was another 14, 15-hour day. Then Saturday, I had to wake back up, go back into work. And it was just a lot. It was I don't think I've worked that much in my life. And then Thursday, I woke up and I was like, I have to run today because I'm not running fucking 20K on Sunday. So I ran 8K on Thursday. I felt pretty good. And then took Friday, Saturday off. And then today I woke up and I did not want to run whatsoever. It was cold as shit.
Cold.
Yeah. I ran 11 kilometers. I woke up. I was like, fuck it, I'm not stretching. I just ran. I took a BioSteel with me, and I was just chugging it as I was running, hoping that I did not cramp. Then I ran super fast. I ran as fast as I fucking could. I personal best in 10K. I ran 10K under an hour because I was done. But yeah, my legs are destroyed.
Yeah, I know. I did. I ran my long. I ran 16 kilometers today. Next Sunday's 17. And I will say, Strava is incredible, and I'm very happy I went away from the whole circle, because doing a kilometer circle, because mentally it's so tough, because if you do a route, you can just get lost, and you're like, oh shit, I'm at 6 kilometers, where I can not look at my phone or my watch. If you're doing a circle, but I know I'm on the third lap. Mentally, yeah. I know, where the route, obviously there's an end to it, so you know how far you are, but you're like, oh shit, I'm at 7 kilometers. So today, even though it was cold in my longest run, it actually was not that hard. Yeah. And also it's kind of,
when you were telling me that you did a circle, I was like, it is nice because you there's pros and cons to both of it. It's nice because you finish one, you're on to the second. You're in a mode of where you are. But when I ran that 15 kilometers and it was snowing out, and I ran straight out from my apartment and just was like, I'm gonna get to 7.5K and I'm gonna run back. Yeah. As soon as I hit 7.5K, I've never felt more liberated in my life. I was like, I just got to run 7.5K back now, and I already did it once. So
it was nice.
Which I also do the pros of I'm just gonna run around the circle 17 times. Yeah, and that's 17 kilometers.
No, for sure. And today, the only thing shitty is I live on a hill, so the way back is the last 2 kilometers are usually hell. So what I did, I ran down Cavendish to upper middle. Then I went to I can't remember what the path is where the telephone wires or towers
like
are.
the hydro path, yeah.
Hydro path, cut all the way down there, like through Millcroft, and then back down upper middle. And that was 16 kilometers. So it was fun. It was good, and it was cold. It definitely warmed up, but yeah, it was definitely cold.
It was
but
cold as shit
and I
when
was
I went out.
and I was hungover as hell. I did not expect to drink that much last night, but the Santa bar crawl, we went to a bunch of different bars, and yeah, I did not expect to drink that much.
Oh, you did go out, eh?
Oh yeah. Well, I sent you the picture of Chris, right? So
I know I wasn't sure if Chris had just sent that to you, but Chris was too drunk to send it in the group chat.
No, he was too drunk. Yeah, I went a little hard, but still got that work in. I woke up at like 10:30, and I needed a run. I knew I was gonna miss some of the Bills game, but I got done though.
I couldn't this week, so I woke up at 8:30, and then I was like, "Nah, fuck that. I need to sleep a little more." I woke up at 9:30. And I was immediately got up, and Taylor looked at me and was like, "When are you going to be home?" Because we had to clean. And I was like, "It's 9:30 now, probably 10:45." And I probably left for my run at 9:45. And dude, I have never ran faster to try to be back for 10:45.
It's also cool too. Like you can on Strava, you can like ride 16 kilometers. So I just typed in a 16 kilometer, and it'll map the whole route for you. It's pretty sick.
It'll show you a bunch of different things around you.
Big fan of Strava.
It's awesome.
Let's get into our draft or dump. I don't know, Jackson, if you got one. I might do mine last because I might rant on this, but what do you got for the draft or dump here?
I don't even know. I was going to dump Joe Brady, but then he just pulls me back in. He's like an ex-girlfriend you shouldn't go back to, but then he always keeps pulling you back in. Fucking ridiculous. It makes me so mad. You know, I'll draft Josh Allen and Haley Steinfeld having a child.
Yeah. QB1.
Congratulations. Yeah. But Joe Brady, suck my nuts.
Yeah, you can suck my nuts. Yeah, so I post a lot about Marner. I can't let it go. I posted a clip of me ranting about Marner saying his hockey IQs thing. And it got a lot of response, as most of my Marner videos do. And, a lot of people, will say, this guy's living in your head rent free, all this stuff. Yeah, he is. I'm not going to deny that. I post about him like once a month, once a week, probably.
We had a pretty good stretch.
Yeah, we had a good stretch. It was like a weekly thing. But I'm going to say, I'm dumping like Marner supporters and just stupid hockey fans, because I went on a rant, and sometimes I can't control myself with Marner. Wishing him the best. Some fans are saying this is like the reason like Marner left. Like this is all this reason. Like if Marner is worried about a 25-year-old dude living in his parents' basement saying he sucks, then he's got bigger issues. He's got playoff hockey to worry about. I don't think he should be worrying about me, nor does he. These stupid fans saying this is the reason he left Toronto is ridiculous. Yeah, he's mad at some fat fuck on TSN roasting his playoff play. Like, no, like fuck off. That's what pisses me off. That's my dump. Stupid hockey.
Okay,
fans.
but can you see? Let me play a little devil's advocate for you, and just to see if I can get you fired up.
Don't you fucking devil's advocate.
Do you see
what?
Do you see where they're coming from? Which is crazy for me, but do you see where they're coming?
No, like who? Like, do you see like where?
You don't see where the fans are coming from? Where they're like, this is why people want to leave Toronto, because you have you and me talking shit about them.
No, because he probably doesn't even see these posts. Like, no, that's ridiculous. Okay. Like me, I was watching like the Leaf here with my dad, and like we're talking about people talking about the pressure in Toronto and everything. Like again, I'll never know. Maybe I know it's playoff hockey in Canada. I get all that type of stuff, but sometimes it's like Jeff O'Neill on TSN like ripping into the Leafs, and they're like, oh, like Toronto media always so hard on the Leafs. It's like, does Matthews and these guys really give a shit what Jeff O'Neill has to say about their power play? Do you think that's really affecting them? Like, no, like that's just so stupid. Like, yeah, don't even get me started.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Just trying to, my bad.
All right, let's get into it. There's a lot of trades. Obviously, we'll get into week 6 or 15. Sorry, no, yeah, 15. But I kind of want to get right into the trades. There are some 2 big trades that happened on the same day. We'll start with the lesser one, but still a massive trade. Edmonton, they were tired of Skinner. Finally let him go. They thought the time was right. They acquired Tristan Jarry and Samuel Poulin, where they traded, or where they got Stuart Skinner, Brett Kulak, and a second-round pick in 2029. 0 retention on any of these deals. Jarry has 2 more years at just over $5 million AAV. He's had a great start to this year. He was sent to the minors, I think, twice in the last few years or last 24 months. Poulin was a first rounder like 6 years ago. He's in the AHL. Skinner has 1 more year left, and Brett Kulak has 1 more year left. And right after that, Spencer Stastny to Edmonton. Not really too familiar with him, but they like his game. He actually looked pretty good against Toronto last night. I don't know. So we have a buddy who's an Edmonton fan, and a guy I work with is a Pittsburgh fan. It seems like no one was happy with that trade. It's Edmonton, I think they were kind of tired of Skinner, but I think the general consensus is they went after the wrong guy. Jarry's having a great year, but he's known to crumble at times. When Pittsburgh made the playoffs a few years ago, he's known to like crumble, and the pressure's not much better in Edmonton.
And Siggy traded for a different type of Stuart Skinner.
Yeah, and he's I don't know. Apparently, Jarry wanted to be in Edmonton. Apparently, he's not from Edmonton. But apparently, he has a house in Edmonton, which is fucking ridiculous.
Oh yeah, that's exactly where I want to live.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, he looked good against Toronto. Again, he's having a solid start this year. Again, if I'm an Edmonton fan, if I'm making a goalie change like that, I would have rather just overpaid for Saros. I know the money is not there, so you'd have to kind of do some reworking. But fuck it, like give 2 first. Like who gives a shit? McDavid, if you don't make a move, if goaltending's letting you down, McDavid's gone. So like, I don't know. It worked out last night. They won, but
but you're also playing the Toronto Maple Leafs, who are inconsistent as hell right now.
Yeah,
so, and you have you have Leon and McDavid, so it's like you're playing Dennis Hildeby, who is the 3rd goalie in the Leafs lineup and is playing because the other 2 goalies are hurt right now. Like, take it for what it is. It's a confidence win, but it's also early in the season, and I don't know if getting Tristan Jarry, who has struggled sometimes in Pittsburgh, has had a great start to the year now, but you get into the playoffs and you to see Connor McDavid after you give up 4 goals in the first round and they lose. You're not going to be doing too hot.
So like Edmonton fans and Pittsburgh fans weren't happy because like Pittsburgh, you're having a surprising year. You're still in the playoff picture. Like I think they're in one of the wild card spots, and then you trade your number 1 goalie for a fucking AHL goalie. Like it's a second round pick is good. Like I think that's where maybe Pittsburgh fans were happy about that, but it's just kind of like, all right, so we're kind of just gonna I'm not saying they still can't make plays. Like Crosby's playing unbelievable. Malkin's out for a bit, which sucks for them. But yeah, definitely a trade, but definitely not the trade of the day. I was at my girlfriend's place. She was making dinner. I was just on my laptop, just chilling. And then I saw a notification from the Score, Quinn Hughes to Minnesota. I was in complete shock. I called my brother immediately, who's a Vancouver fan, and he's just like, what? Like, I don't really call my brother, and he's like, what? I was like, did you see that? And he's like, no. Like, he probably knew what was happening. And I said, Quinn Hughes of Minnesota. And he said, you're fucking kidding. And honestly, we'll talk. So go check out the YouTube page because I just released a really, we'll also talk about it here, but a really in-depth of the whole trade breakdown of the Quinn Hughes. So go check that out.
Well, what you don't want?
You got to be happy.
Breakdown.
You don't even know who fucking half those players are. But
Dude, I had to text you because I was so confused. First of all, you texted. This is how I find out about my hockey news. I'm in the middle of the steel warehouse. My boss, we go into the office. They tell us to go back out and check something in the warehouse. So I'm walking back out. I'm walking with my buddy. We're sitting there. We're talking. I look down at my Apple Watch. Just Ryan, Quinn Hughes to Minnesota. I look up on my buddy. I go, Quinn Hughes just got traded to Minnesota. He goes, no, he fucking didn't. And I go, look, this guy's only fucked me over one time, and when he got Dolph Kleinman. So I feel like this one is probably all right. And then he immediately checks. we stopped checking steel. We run back in because all of our bosses love hockey.
Yeah.
And my one boss was like, all right, everyone stop for 10 minutes and just sat on his phone.
So I was on my phone. Yeah, when I was on the phone with my brother, we just sat there like waiting for the details to come out. And like, again, you hear the thing where it's like, you don't trade those type of players. I don't care what the package is. You don't trade those players. Like, he is a franchise defenseman. I think he's the second best defenseman in the league. He's one of the best. He's already one of the best players in their franchise's history. He's out above, Sedin's, Luongo, but he's the best defenseman. He has broken all the records by defensemen. But
everyone in your fucking one video is like, he's not better than Sedin, Luongo, Barreo.
Yeah,
like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, the guy's just trying to make a video. Fuck off.
Well, it was spur of the moment. I chugged the beer and I was just fucking just going.
I was like, let the boy go.
Yeah. I meant to say one of, but yeah, I mean, and like, you got to be happy. I know, you don't trade those type of players, but you got to be happy with a return. You get Marco Rossi, who, dude, Vancouver. So again, I didn't realize they're dead last in the NHL. Vancouver, dead last. So you get Marco Rossi, where Vancouver centermen are just horrible because PD's out. At one point, their number 1 and 2 center were David Kampf and Atu Ratti.
That's what you want.
What the fuck is that? So you get Marco
I only
Rossi,
know David Kampf because he played on the Leafs.
Yeah. Like Marco Rossi on a good $5 million deal at 60 points last year. I mean, we talked about him when he was looking for that deal. Again, not a franchise-changing centerman, but definitely will fill that void. And he had a great first game against Devils today. You get Zeev Bouillon, who is the centerpiece of that trade. I mean, heck of a debut with Vancouver. He had 2 points, I think, the first 3 minutes. He has 16 points in 30 games as a defenseman. He's kind of, people say his potential could be a Quinn Hughes. I think that's a bit of a stretch, but he's still an incredible defenseman. Minnesota's first round pick this year, and Liam Ogren, who I think was drafted first round 2022. He hasn't done much yet, but again, you're looking at basically 4 first round picks for Quinn Hughes. And you get if you're Minnesota, I'm so happy I know it sucks for Vancouver. My brother is very happy with the deal. It still sucks, but like, if you're Minnesota fans, I know you gave up a lot, but this is exciting. Like, this is sick. I just saw a notification. Quinn Hughes scored in his debut. It looked weird in that jersey. He looked weird in a Minnesota jersey, but yeah, I'd be excited. Like, Minnesota's been such a mid team for their entire existence. Like, they'll make the playoffs every year. They've only made the conference finals once. I think they got swept. So it's just like, they need a splash. And Billy G, he's like, I don't want to be mid anymore. Minnesota's a great city. Like, he thinks he can sell Quinn Hughes on the team. I'm not sure about that, but why not? Like, fuck it. Like, go for it, right? If that type of player is on the market, do what you can, right? And like, fuck, man, like, that's. And at times, there's clips I saw of Quinn Hughes just looking kind of disinterested, but now he's pumped, man. Like, again, even if it's for a year and a half, you took a shot. Your fans are going to be excited. They're top 5 in the NHL right now. Like, I'm excited for Minnesota.
You go from dead last to having one of the best goaltending duos. Yeah. And then also you have Kaprizov.
MVP type forward.
Spurgeon, all of those guys there. It's I don't know. I enjoyed watching them. I enjoyed watching them last year when they're I think they're playing Vegas.
They should have won. They should have won this. Boldy's disgusting. Like, Hughes played with Faber today. Like, that's a fucking pairing right there, lefty and a righty. So no, I'm pumped for it. Did you hear the teams that were involved with the Hughes? The Hughes.
I saw Carolina. I didn't see Carolina. I didn't look at anyone else.
So it was Carolina, likely a first, likely Nikishin, probably get another prospect back. Nikishin's having a solid year. New York. Probably Lafreniere, if I had to guess. Yeah. New Jersey, but I understand New Jersey not wanting to sell the farm on this because, yes, you get a year and a half more of Hughes, and you're probably re-sign him because it's likely where he's going to go. But also, you're like, do we really want to overpay for him when he's already likely going to come here? Yes, you get him sooner and he develops with your team, but I understand not want to give up the farm and make your team worse by giving up assets where you can win right now. Yeah. Dude, I heard fucking Buffalo was in the mix. Why the fuck was Buffalo trying to get Quinn Hughes? He's not going to sign. It's culture. He's not going to re-sign there. Like, not a fucking chance. Even if they won a Stanley Cup, he would not re-sign in Buffalo. Like, there's not a chance.
I get it. You don't. The Sabres aren't shit, but we don't talk shit about Buffalo on here.
No, so. I'm talking about the Sabres and they're like the New York Jets. They haven't made the playoffs since fucking Vietnam. Like, why would the fuck you want to sign there? The Bills, they're thriving. Look what happens. And And Bill Guerin said it best today. Like, yes, like, you know, people want to live in the sun, good taxes, all that stuff. The most important thing is winning. That's what brings people. Like, it's the hockey's got to be good. All that stuff, like, yeah, like Buffalo, like, it's not known as like a top place to live, but like the Bills are thriving. They win, so people want to go there. That's kind of what it is, right? It's like everything. I mean,
some could argue people don't. Darius Slade does not want to go there.
That's apparently. True. That's
some
true.
could argue that the weather in Buffalo has an effect on some people.
True. But no, I'm excited for that trade. And speaking of Buffalo, apparently Kevin Adams might be done in Buffalo. I think it's long overdue. He's just not the guy steering the bus right there. One move though that he's clearly, like, I think he's almost won that deal is the Josh Doan trade. Like, Josh Doan has like 13 goals here. I have it written down here. I wanted to talk more about the Hughes trade, but yeah, Josh Doan, he has 23 points in 31 games. Paterka has 24 points in 33 games. And Doan's just a heavy dude. Like, he plays like his dad. And they also got Kesselring in that trade. So no, I think Ryan Whitney said on Spin Chicklets, like, they won that trade. As of right now, they won that trade. But Paterka's still playing good, and he's only makes $7 million. It's just like, if you want to look at a positive sign in Buffalo, yeah, you got that trade. That's a good trade.
Yeah, good trade.
But I wanted to talk about more for this the Hughes trade. So he told the Canucks last month, I think during Thanksgiving, that he wasn't going to re-sign in the summer. That obviously doesn't necessarily mean that he wouldn't sign in general, but he said in the summer he wasn't going to re-sign, or for this summer because he has a year left. Yeah, and will he go to New Jersey? Likely. Like, you know, the guy I was talking with on TikTok too, he's just like, he's been wanting out. He wants to go play with his brother. Fuck, I would want to go play with my brother. Like, fuck. And also, he's saying it in the media because the media asks him every single day. He's like, oh, how awesome would it be to play with your brother? I'm like, yeah, like, I love my brother. If we're in the NHL, I'd love to play with him. I'm in Vancouver. I love the captain of this team. Like, sometimes the media, they just like, yeah. And I was basically shitting on the media earlier. Yeah. I want to talk about, because Matthews is in a similar contract, or they're up in the same year. I'm curious, like, right now, if they were hearing offers on Matthews, would it be more or less? Would it be more? Do you think it would be more or less than what Quinn Hughes went for?
I don't know. I don't like. Obviously, it would be a lot, but I don't know. He doesn't look like the same player. Like maybe that's the thing. Maybe it's just because he's been in Toronto for too long. He goes to a different team and immediately, it seems to be the thing. He leaves 75 Toronto, goals. He goes somewhere else. You immediately get.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I don't think maybe as many players, but like, I definitely think first round picks will be involved, but I don't know. That's also limited hockey knowledge by Jackson Dick. So,
yeah. All right. Well, we'll get to the Leafs in a bit here. A couple of things around the league, some injuries. Ryan Leonard's out for 3 to 4 weeks after he got fucking smoked by Trouba. I think he had some like facial work needing to get done, and he got fucking killed. Hedman's out till February. That's tough for Tampa Bay. But dude, that Darren Radish guy stepped up huge. Just 22 points in 25 games. He has a cannon from the point. He looked great against Toronto.
He's been good.
He's a guy who's
He's been good since they made their cup runs. Like he's not always been like able to slot in anywhere, but he's always been like available, and especially will like give you his best effort. Like especially during those like the 3 years they went to the cup. Like he was always in the lineup. Like I feel like Cooper always trusted him, especially getting later into the playoffs.
Yeah. No, so yeah, that's Tampa's they're still winning games, so they'll still be fine. But then a huge boost for Winnipeg. Hellebuck's back a week early from, I think he got like a scope in his knee. And I mean, Winnipeg needed him. They were 2-8-1 their last 11. I think his first game against Washington, he posted a shutout, so they definitely needed him. But yeah, it's good for Hellebuck.
Did you see the Bedard injury?
Yeah, there's no update on that. Apparently he heard it before the fall in the faceoff.
It looks like the butt end of the stick of the Blues player gets stuck up under or near his arm, like his shoulder. I was talking to Taylor's dad about it, and he asked us if we were going to talk about it on the podcast. So that's why I'm bringing it up as well.
Shout out.
But shut up, Mark. Huge guy. Also slip the text on TikTok. Gotta love it. But we're talking about it. And it like the way that Bedard skated off the ice and the way he was yelling and screaming "fuck," like it looks like potentially he either could have like torn something, popped his shoulder, or maybe even separated his shoulder. Like it does not look good.
Yeah. No, like he was screaming, and I think best case scenario is a dislocation because the way he was holding it looked like it was a dislocation. Like he was holding his arm up. So you don't want a tear. You don't want a bone like fracture or anything. I think you just rather just be separated. But I feel like if it was separated, they would have too. That's what's scary. That's what McDavid had in his rookie year. Remember, he broke his collarbone and he was out for like 40 games. So yeah, I feel like if it was just a separation, they would have said that already. The fact that it's not out yet is not good. But yeah, we'll see on that. That would suck, especially with the Olympics coming up. Before we get to the Leafs, though, Team Canada, World Juniors, their training camp was released. I'm so pumped for World Juniors. It's in Minnesota. That's going to be sick. Yeah, I mean, again, we say it every year, back-to-back fifth place finishes. We lost to Czechia, I think, back-to-back times. But this team is loaded. I know Canada's always loaded. I know past few years I wasn't like as confident. This year, our team is loaded.
Yeah, our team looks really good.
Michael Misa sent down or loaned. Zane Parekh is loaned. They're thinking maybe Sam Dickinson, Sharks defenseman, but he's playing really good, so I doubt that. This Bruneke guy, I'm not really sure. Harrison Bruneke on Pittsburgh apparently is getting loaned. Both our goalies are first-round picks, which for goalies is insane. Our defenseman with Keaton Verhoff, Kachin Atchison, Zane Parekh, obviously Gavin McKenna. Like I'm pumped. I mean, it's a good team. USA is back-to-back champs right now. They lost a lot of pieces, obviously, with like Ryan Leonard. Cole Hudson will still play. The fact that Celebrini, if you look at our team with who could play, we would not lose a game. But still, our team is pretty loaded, and I'm fired up to see the first game. Because we started right after World Juniors. I'm pretty sure. I don't think we covered the World Juniors.
No, we started after because we started the end of January.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the Leafs. I mean, the week started out great. Tampa Bay, huge 2-0 win. Hildeby was incredible. McMahon got a suspension, which I know Berube wasn't happy. I didn't really get it. I didn't even see it. So when they announced, because it was a whole thing, obviously, the guy, I can't remember the Tampa Bay player, he need Mermis. Mermis had to leave the game. That got 5 in a game. But then the first penalty that the ref called was McMahon 5 in a game. And I was like, what did Bobby do? And yes, it was a slash to the head. It wasn't like that OHL player slash to the head that got him life in prison. But yeah, I don't know. It didn't look that, again, any slash to the head's not good, but I don't know. I didn't think it was worthy of a suspension. I remember when Trouba, they brought it up. Trouba slashed a guy in the face like last year and he apologized and he got nothing. So I don't know. Berube wasn't happy with that.
I don't really care. If you just stink. If you got to slash a guy in the head, slash a guy in the head. I'm over it.
Some injury updates. Tanev. So he's skating. He's looking good, but they're nervous because they're comparing it to when Jake Muzzin got hurt, and Jake Muzzin was out for a while, and then obviously never played again. There's like this surgery that he can have that would for sure like put any risk aside, but then that would put him out till likely playoffs. But like they're saying he could play now, but they're looking at the risk reward scenario. I don't know. I love Tanev. I think we'd need him back desperately, but I don't want him to make a stupid decision. Yeah. I want them to kind of get the best decision. But yeah, there's not too. I don't think they've ruled out surgery or said what they're going to do yet. But yeah, Carlos surgery at least a month. I'm hearing rumors that Kalle Järnkrok might go to Sweden next year. Don't care. And yeah, then again, the beginning of the week started good, and then it just sucked. OT lost to San Jose. Yeah, it was horrible. Joshua played great. Ekman Larsson went down. I thought he was done for the season and played against Edmonton and scored. And we lost to Edmonton, and it was just horrible. We were competitive till the third. Stetcher's rifled one in his own net, which kind of sucks because Stetcher has actually been playing really good. He's been playing with McCabe. But let's just get into Matthews. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like he is I see so many videos on TikTok and Twitter of like come home king, and it's just highlights of him just stepping into the zone and just ripping it. And just when he gets the puck on a stick on a power play, even if it's like no screen, like just him and the goalie, he's not hesitating. He is shooting the puck. And now he's second guessing. He's making weird passes. And yes, we can go on about his defense, his faceoffs. Like he's one of the best defensive centers in faceoff men in the entire league. But you're getting paid over $13 million. You had 69 goals a few years ago, right? Like
put the puck in the net.
This is getting to a scary regression, like the Jonathan Huberdeau, Elias Pettersson regression. Like this is not getting good. The Leafs cannot win games, let alone playoff series, let alone make the playoffs, if Matthews is not what he has been, that MVP Matthews. And I don't know. I don't know if it's injury. I don't know if it's a mindset or something. I don't know. And it's getting worried. I'm worried. I've been worried, but it's not looking good, and I'm kind of scared.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't even watch. I can't. Like Leafs games, like I love watching Leafs games, but then I'm at work sometimes so I can't watch them. And then I look down, I'm like, oh, we won. And then I turn the San Jose game on, and then it's just, I'm like, they pull the goalie, and then it's like, sick. We're going OT, sick. We lost in overtime. It just feels like a formula that it's like, I don't know. I still stick to the fact that I think they need to find their identity, but I feel like they're getting further away from finding it. It's almost more scary when you have a team that can win games and lose games, and they beat teams they probably shouldn't beat in a certain time. It's like the fucking Bills.
Yeah.
It's like the Bills. Just beat fucking the Chiefs, beat Mahomes, beat Lamar, beat Joe, beat fucking all these guys, and then lose the goddamn Atlanta Falcons, lose to the Houston Texans and Davis Mills.
Miami Dolphins.
Leafs. Beat Tampa. Beat Tampa Bay. Lose to fucking San Jose. San Jose's a good team, but not like Tampa Bay was first in our division.
Yeah, like they're first in the East. They're like top team. It's just
and it's like, and then Edmonton, who's been on an absolute skid. I mean, obviously they have McDavid and Draisaitl, and they're putting pieces together. But you have a fresh goalie who just got traded, and you're only going to put 2 goals on him and let fucking I get it. Hildeby is fucking young, but like, I don't know. Hildeby has played pretty well considering everything that's happening, and you have to put goals in the net to help a young goalie. And like, you can't fucking dipsy doodle around and do all this bullshit. Like, that's the thing that kills me with Willie now too. It's like, man, at some point, start shooting the fucking puck. Stop trying to make these insane plays. You don't have all that skill around you right now that you can just fucking dance around everyone and expect someone to know where you're going to be. And yes, maybe you should be able to expect that. But at the end of the day, if you don't have the same skill set as some of those other guys on the ice, and maybe your skill set is 10 times higher than what theirs is, I'm not saying play down to it, but fucking don't immediately go to trying to do everything all by yourself and then expecting a guy to be there for a pass. Like, just put a puck on a net. It's fucking crazy what happens when you put a puck on a net. Sometimes they go in, sometimes they don't. Fucking shoot the puck.
Yeah. It's such an up and down right now for the Leafs. I mean, they had like 5 or 6 games in a row where they got a point, and yes, like that was their first regulation loss in quite some time against Edmonton, but it's like even sometimes their wins, it just doesn't look good, and our goalies are kind of bailing us out. No more update on Wool. Apparently Stolar's injury is not good. Like, it's just not looking good. So yeah, I don't know. We got a few stretch of games here. We got Chicago on Tuesday, which obviously this will come up after that. Then we play Washington, Nashville, Dallas. So we gotta see on a bit of a road trip after the Chicago game, but we'll see after
3 wins
that.
And then we can lose to Dallas.
Yeah, exactly. And all right, at least you're getting me depressed. We want to talk about some football?
Yeah, I was almost depressed here, but I'm just going to rip through these games because I'm not going to lie, I didn't pay attention to anything other than the Bills game. Actually, you should do the first one because it was Caitlin's pick.
Yeah, Caitlin, she's close every time, and then just I don't know. I don't know what's going on with I don't know.
Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
I know, that's true. I mean, and I don't know what the Bucks are doing. I mean, so the Falcons win 29-28 Thursday night. Kirk Chain's balled, almost 400 yards, 3 touchdowns. Pitts has finally arrived after 7 years. 166 yards and 3
single-handedly
touchdowns.
beat me in my fucking fantasy playoffs, and I will lose my mind. Put up
Bijan
45
looked
goddamn
great.
points.
Mike Evans had some insane catches. And I don't know, like, is it injuries for the Bucks or they're just not a good team? Because I mean, they have
It's
the core
definitely-
guys there. Like, it's I don't.
It's
What is it?
definitely injuries, but also it's just like they beat themselves sometimes.
Yeah,
Silly penalties, silly mistakes. They just, I think Baker. I really love Baker, but I just don't. Sometimes I don't know with him. Sometimes I feel like you get flashes of what he was, like how he can be, and I think also just like their defense can, like, yes, Atlanta can put up points, but their defense cannot allow Kirk Cousins to put up 29 points. They can't allow Kyle Pitts, who's done a fuck all thing all year, to put up 3 touchdowns and 166. For real, that's probably the only time you can bookmark it over the next 5 years. Only time he puts up over 100 yards.
yeah.
Like, he is a good tight end,
yeah.
but like, I don't know. I feel like with this Bucks team, it's just they are. I just don't know if it's maybe it's Todd Bowles. Like, maybe it's the head coach.
Maybe he may be on his way out. I mean, he's known as a defensive coach, but in the last few games, I mean, 29, 24, 17, but then 34, 44, 28. Like, I don't know. He was not pleased after that game, as he shouldn't have been, or he clearly shouldn't have been pissed, but like, yeah, I don't know.
I've never seen Mike Evans that mad.
No, he was pissed. And
Mike Evans,
I mean, I love Baker too, but sometimes he just makes those mistakes like that interception that just killed it. I was like, oh my God. And then, I mean, Carolina did him a favor again today, or at least New Orleans did him a favor, but yeah, we'll talk more about that. We'll rifle through the rest of these games. Browns at Bears. It was always going to be the Bears. Bears went 31-3. Bears defense was insane. Jalen Johnson interception. Sanders 3 interceptions. Judy's terrible, horrible. That interception by Jalen Johnson, literally Judy just handed him the ball. Swift had a great game. Judkins 12 carries, 21 yards. Caleb, great game, 2 touchdowns, 242 yards. Laser beam to DJ Moore, an absolute laser beam. And Myles Garrett,
you know,
second half.
You know what is sad? This is what I was in between with my draft or dump. It is so sad that you're going to have a guy beat the all-time single sack season record, and he is on a team that is not going to get more than 4 wins.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
He's at 20. Horrible. He's at 22 and a half sacks. He's tied.
Horrible.
He's tied with Strahan and Watt, right?
And Watt.
Strahan and Watt. I mean, 3 games left, so he's gonna get at least one more. He gets one a game. But yeah, it's sad. I mean, I don't know. Sanders, obviously a tough game, 3 interceptions. It's definitely better than Gabriel, still in my opinion. But yeah, the big win for the Bears after their bounce back after a tough loss to the Packers. Yeah. All right, Chargers at Chiefs. Fuck the Chiefs. Chiefs are dead. The era is over, thank God. Mahomes tore his ACL, which sucked, but first time Mahomes never missed the playoffs.
This is my thing as well. Him tearing his ACL is bad for football. It's bad for football. People tune in to watch Patrick Mahomes.
He's still Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, no, 100%.
The amount of shit he's had to deal with this year because of that stupid fucking O-line they have. Like, the Chiefs, Brett Veach, amazing GM, won 3 Super Bowls, knows how to fucking put people in the right places, doesn't know how to put an O-line together after 5 years. Like, just god-awful. Their defense is suspect. Their defense had flashes, but Mahomes was scrambling all year round. Like, to me, that is the worst case scenario of what the Bills could have been this year.
Yeah.
The Bills lose shitty games. They lose that Tampa game. They lose the game today. They lose the Bengals game. That is what the Bills could have been this year.
Yeah. Yeah. So Chiefs officially eliminated. Big win for the Chargers. It's crazy because they're announcing during the game. So if the Texans, Chargers, Bills, and I think the Jags all would have won and Chiefs lost, it would be officially eliminated. And then that's what happened. So Mahomes done for the year, torn ACL. Yeah.
Even if the Chiefs won and all those things happened, I think they were technically still out.
Yeah. All right, next game, Raiders at Eagles. I didn't really pay much to that. It was always going to be the Eagles. Tay knows ball, 10-1. Goddard 2 touchdowns. Hurt was solid. Barkley was all right. And Vegas got a free Brock Bowers. He's one of the most talented tight ends in the game, and he has Kenny Pickett throwing balls in the dirt to him. So they got to change that.
Yeah.
Jets, Jaguars. Dude, Jags might be a wagon. Like Trevor has been balling recently. He had 5 touchdowns, 50 rushing yards and a touchdown. ETN had 3 touchdowns. I mean, they're playing the Jets. I get that, but
playoffs are gonna eat them alive.
Yeah. Brady Cook 3 interceptions.
Playoffs will eat them alive. I don't trust this team.
You don't trust the Jags?
ATN's gonna put up. No, ATN's going to put up 21 yards in their very first playoff game. Trevor's going to throw like 3 fucking picks. Like I do not trust this team whatsoever.
Right now, it's projected the Jaguars versus the Bills. I would love that.
So
give us the Jags.
I'll go to Jacksonville. Yeah. What you want? Fucking long-haired Hercules versus the Vanilla Gorilla? Give me the Vanilla Gorilla all day. The fuck you?
He is playing good though. He is playing good though right now. But come playoff time, we'll see. It's put up or shut up.
Yeah. Whatever. Fuck Trevor Lawrence.
Oh yeah, he broke his back. Commanders and Giants didn't really pay much attention to this game. Commanders win 29-21. I love Jackson Dart. Sometimes it looks like he's doing way too much. I understand his O-line shit and just their team is just so hurt.
But I hate Jackson Dart.
I like Jackson Dart.
A lot of people hate him. A lot of people don't like him.
A lot of people.
When you wear some chains and let me tell you, a lot of people don't like him.
All right, Cardinals at Texans. Texans win 40-20. I think CJ Stroud's back. Him and Nico Collins were balling out there.
See,
Trey McBride, 2 touchdowns,
Texans
134
are more of a
yards.
wagon to me.
Oh, I'd be way more scared to play the Texans over the Jaguars.
With their I hope for the love of God that Drake May has to play the Texans in the first round.
I know that. Me too. I think they're projected to right now, and I would love that. I would love just Will Anderson Jr.
running around the
fucking
pocket.
Put May to the dirt, just to the dirt.
Just screaming.
So Trey McBride, I mean, I think he broke an NFL record for most games by tight end in a row with 5+ receptions. I mean, he's the only fucking guy they're throwing to. I mean, Michael Wilson's having a great season. The last few games he's been really good since Marvin's been out.
Michael Wilson's going, other than today.
Yeah. Yeah, but Trey McBride, 2 touchdowns, 134 yards. But but Texans are looking scary. All right, Ravens, Bengals. Ravens win 24-0. Bengals eliminated. Henry, 100 yards, looked great. Burrow looked completely different from last week against the Bills.
Shit.
Well, 2 interceptions as well, so some similarities. Chase, 132 yards. Lamar looked better. I still wouldn't say great. I think kind of the Ravens defense kind of won in this game, and Henry kind of won in this game.
The Ravens or the Steelers are going to lose in Week 18 and send the other team to the playoffs, and they're going to lose a game that's 13-12.
Yeah, I know. And dude, I don't know what it is with Zay Flowers and just like bad drops. Everything he had a pass that was directly in his chest, hit him in the chest, interception. Like, he has so much talent, dude.
Every single week I turn the Ravens. I'll turn the Ravens game on in between the Bills game. I'll turn the Ravens game on in between the Bills game, and then it's just like, oh, Zay Flowers. Oh, here's the ball. It's like, oh, sick.
That's some ridiculous plays.
I have him on my fantasy team too. And then you turn the game back on, and it's like, oh, Zay Flowers, 40-yard touchdown. Sick.
Lamar looked better. Still nothing crazy, but he's getting better, I guess. All right, Titans 49ers. I mean, it was always 49ers. They win 37-24. Cam Ward was solid. I think Cam Ward's looking better. I think game by game he's showing progressions. I think he's looking better.
He'll get better.
I don't know if he saw a play against the Browns last week where someone tried to sack him and he just big broed him and just fucking stiff-armed him and just stood there. Because Cam Ward's the most casual-looking guy in the pocket ever. He looks so calm when Myles Garrett's running full speed at him. He just stands tall. But yeah. But Cam Ward looked solid. I mean, Pollard looked great. But I mean, Purdy, 3 touchdowns, 23 for 30. Kittle looked great. CMC touchdown. It was always the 49ers, and it was always a spread of 12.5. Panthers, Saints. The Saints had this one in their... They could have taken control of the division. But Saints win 2017. Man, Tyler Shook's kind of a baller. He's kind of a...
I never want to hear you say that ever again.
I'm a Tyler Shook stan. That's my guy.
All right. Let's see.
Part of my take part of my take did a thing where it's like, do you think Tyler Shook would have been drafted higher if his name wasn't pronounced Shook, if it was pronounced like Show instead, they're like, he's got to be drafted higher if that's the case.
Probably.
I don't know. He had a good game, and then
so
Panthers
today,
lost.
He actually balled out today. He played well.
Yeah, I don't just say that for
he
nothing.
Played well. He played well overall. No. I mean, yeah, he's all right. His completions percentage this year is 120 for 184. 65%, 1,200 yards. Yeah, 5 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. I mean, yeah, he took over for Spencer Rattler. I mean, it's just shitty. That's really the toilet bowl competition in the NFL. Anyway.
It is. All right. Packers, Broncos. Broncos win 34-26. Bo looked awesome. 4 touchdowns. Sun looked great. Sucks for Micah Parsons. It's just announced torn ACL, so he's done for the year after, again, another 12-sack year looking insane. But again, it's this Denver team could legit like win a Super Bowl if just Bo. I mean, obviously, if he has 4 touchdowns, yeah, but it's like that defense is so legit. They're so good. And if they get their offense consistent enough, like they're Super Bowl favorites or Super Bowl contenders easily. I mean, they're number 1 seed in the AFC. When you have Surtain back there, obviously Benito, their whole defense, and when you have RG Harvey kicking on offense, Cortland Sutton, Mims deep ball threat, and Bo just commanding the pocket, like they're a scary team, especially at home.
I don't trust Bo next.
I don't either. No, I don't either. Like he then next game he'll probably have 40 throwing attempts and be 15 for 40. Like it's just he's very inconsistent, but he'll have these games where but again he don't look good in that defense. No, God.
Yeah,
no.
he can look good because he has 40 throwing attempts because he's on the field for the whole game because the defense constantly forces 3 and outs.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you look good when you're on the field for 90% of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that losing Parsons just kind of kills the Packers' chance. To me, it kills the Packers' chance to that Super Bowl. I think he was that crucial to that team. I think they still have a great defense, and Jordan Love had looked great besides that kind of like that game, but losing Parsons, that's a kick in the dick.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan Love is just not in my high books any. So, I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
All right, let's get to the Grandpa Bowl. Colts Seahawks. Seahawks win 18-16. Rivers looked horrible. I know he threw a touchdown pass, but some of his dropbacks and taking the ball under the center, he just looked slow. He looked awkward.
At one point, he was 15 for 23 for 120 and a touchdown.
I know.
44 years old and not playing a snap of football for 5 years. That's not horrible. That's just you haven't played football in 5 years, and the fact that they almost beat the fucking Seahawks is insane. You can still look
horrible. Like, you can still look horrible. I don't care what you've been doing in that 5 years.
Okay, but like saying he looks horrible and the fact that he's 44 years old, he hasn't played football in 5 years, and he was 15 for 23, 120 yards and a touchdown. Yes, he looks old. That's just it. He looks old.
That's okay to say he looks horrible too, Jackson. I don't know why you're defending Grandpa over there.
You don't think it's cool that Phillip Rivers delayed his fucking entrance into the goddamn Hall of Fame?
100% it is. I think it's also fair for me to say that he didn't look good.
Okay, look good and look horrible is different.
Oh my God, grow up, Jackson. Grow up.
I would say Jordan Love looks horrible. I'm not going to say fucking 44-year-old Phillip Rivers who just came off the couch from coaching a high school team.
He's a professional athlete.
Not anymore.
He's not a professional.
Not for the last 5 years.
Huh? He is right now.
Not for the last 5 years.
He's a professional athlete. As we speak, he's a professional athlete.
As of Wednesday.
Professional athlete.
As of Wednesday.
Exactly. You just proved my point. He's a professional athlete.
Oh.
You can harp on professional athletes.
God, you're making
ridiculous that you're defending him. Yeah, because you're being stupid.
You're dumb.
But anyways, Seahawks, Jason Myers, MVP. They won strictly off field goals. JSN, 113 yards. But yeah, I mean, that Seahawks-Rams game is going to be a big defiant of this Seahawks team. Like, they can lose to the Rams and they'll still make the playoffs, but they have to look good because that offense, I mean, they'll still find JSN the ball, but yeah, Sam Darnold has not really looked like himself these past few weeks, so they got to get that
horrible
going. Yeah. He has looked horrible. He's a professional athlete. You can say he looks horrible. I don't know why you're so riled at me calling Rivers horrible. You were so butthurt about that.
I don't know. I had a soft spot for him. I'm not gonna lie. That's on me.
Fuck Philip Rivers.
I'm not gonna lie. Emerson. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Why do you love?
How do you not care? Why do you? Well, first of all, have you ever watched any of his old tape of like him trash talking players after some of the throws he made?
Yeah, it's cool. That's sick. I just don't care. Like, it's a great story, and it's pretty cool that he was able to come in and like at least
all time. He's seventh all time in career passing yards. Hasn't played a snap of football since 2020. The last time he played football, they were doing meetings and conferences over Zoom. And he comes in off of a week's notice, throws for over 100 yards.
That's crazy. That's cool.
I just think it's cool, man. Like I think
it is too. I just don't get why you're so butthurt by me saying he didn't look good when he's literally a professional athlete. I think it's a crazy story. He's one of the best of all time. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame, and I think it's cool that he delayed that by just playing a game. And I'm not sure if he's going to keep playing, but I'm allowed to say he didn't look good. I'm not going to give him benefit of the doubt. He kind of has to.
What the fuck else are the Colts going to do?
I don't know.
What else are the Colts going to do?
I don't know why you're trying to kiss Philip Rivers right now.
I'm not trying to kiss him, but what the fuck else are the Colts going to do? They can't get anyone else.
I don't know.
This is the whole thing about the NFL, too. The NFL has a fucking QB developmental problem. The whole reason Philip Rivers had to play this week is because the NFL doesn't have any fucking good young quarterbacks on waivers that the Colts can be like, oh, we're going to go pick up this guy. Anthony Richardson fucking fractured his orbital bone. Riley Leonard sucks. Fucking, like... So the fact that they had to call him to begin with, and he had to even try and delay the fact that he was going to get into the Hall of Fame is ridiculous. Like this is more of a problem with the NFL in their development of QBs and the fact that offensive coordinators can't actually figure out how to develop QBs other than maybe Josh McDaniels with Drake May. It drives me insane. And I don't know. Yes, you pushed a button when you said that Philip Rivers was horrible because the fact that he came in after not being able to fucking like he should be sitting on his couch and watching a Colts game and not actually having to go in there and dude. Pat McAfee said when Philip Rivers was last playing in the NFL, he would use a fucking full roll of tape for each ankle and would be skating across the fucking turf. It is ridiculous the fact that he came in, and the fact that he came in at 44 years old as fuck. JJ Watt said that if he went in and he works out a fuck ton more than Philip Rivers, he would pop every single muscle in his body. And the fact that he came in and even threw for a touchdown and over 100 yards, and yes, maybe he didn't look very fast and mobile like he did. He looked like a fucking 44-year-old retired quarterback. Makes sense. But this is more of a problem with the NFL. Like, you should be able to go pick up a fucking quarterback off waivers who can come into your goddamn football scheme, an offensive scheme. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. How do you not have more of a developmental program for quarterbacks if you immediately draft them? Spencer Rattler has been in the league for 2 to 3 years and looks like he is still at USC or wherever, like South Carolina. He is horrible. Like, these quarterbacks don't know how to read a defense. They can't figure it out. They get sacked all the time. I mean, even Drake May is amazing. I will speak mountains. Like, Drake May is really good and he will be good. It was like watching a young Josh Allen today. For real, he is really good. But when he gets his back up against the wall, and I think he will fix this, and this is not me picking on Drake May, but when he gets his back up against the wall in that third and fourth quarter, when the Bills put 5 straight touchdown drives together, he doesn't know what the fuck to do. He doesn't know what to do. He's staring at the defense like he's seeing a defense for the first time in his life. It's ridiculous. Look at Bryce Young's development. He has only really gotten good over this year. And the reason he has gotten good is because they actually have a running back who can complement him. That's the only thing you can do in the NFL nowadays. And yes, you need a good running back in the NFL to be successful. But there's no more days of just a quarterback going out there and absolutely slinging it and not having to rely on the run game. And yes, you can point to scenarios where quarterbacks can't rely on the run game, but it is ridiculous that we have to watch bad quarterback play as a consumer every single week because these fucking teams and these organizations can't put together an actual QB developmental program when they draft a quarterback. You should be doing, and obviously they do research, but when you do research on a quarterback, you need to figure out what they need in steps in place
immediately after you draft a quarterback, that quarterback should be immediately in the offensive playbook. And I'm sure they probably are, but they should be in the defensive playbook too, and looking at defensive schemes in the NFL and how a Steve Spagnuolo runs defenses, or a Vic Fangio, or a Brian Flores. God, it makes me so fucking mad. I can't stand it, man.
I can tell. Holy shit. And by the way, Riley Leonard would have played. He was hurt. That's the only reason why Philip Rivers was called.
Yeah, Riley Leonard probably would have played worse.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Riley Leonard has played one actual professional football game in his career. Threw a pick. Yes, he ran for a touchdown maybe. But just because he has Michael Pittman and Alec Pierce and Jonathan Taylor, he's going to be gross? No, he's not. He's going to be a typical rookie quarterback. He is not going to understand, especially going up against the Seahawks defense, who has been in the top 3, arguably, defenses, especially over the last few weeks. Philip Rivers has seen everything. He's seen everything in defense.
I get it. I think Riley would have been better in that game than Philip Rivers was, in my opinion.
It was a 3-point game.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really from the offensive side from the Colts. It was more just, I don't know what the fuck the Seahawks were doing, but I don't know. I guess I'll never talk about Philip Rivers in a bad way ever again in front of you. Jesus.
You got me fired up, and I don't even know why.
I don't know why, but we can move on.
I just thought it was cool. Right. That's on me. I was emotional about it. I thought it was cool. That's on me. I'm going hand up about it. I know you never said it wasn't cool. It's on me. I got a little fucking triggered when you said he played horrible. That's on me. When I first read the note, I was like, I can't believe you. Hey, I'm fucking taking responsibility for it. Fuck off. Okay? That's on me. I'm putting my hand up. All right?
Yeah, respect it. Hands up. We don't talk about it. All right. Final game before the Bills game. Lions at Rams. Rams clinch a playoff berth with a 41-34 win. Goff, solid with 3 touchdowns. Gibbs he'll have 3 dominant games in a row where we say he's either the best running back in the league or 1 or 2, whatever. And then he'll have that one game of just 13 carries, 39 yards. This is what he had today.
He's like Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah. And St. Brown was awesome. Him and Jameson Williams were great together today. Puka had 181 yards and just an absolute man-child. Devontae Adams went down, which sucks for my fantasy and for the Rams. I think it's the same hamstring injury he's been battling with this year. But yeah, the Packers losing helps the Lions a lot still. I think if you're a Lions fan, you kind of just want the Bears to just run the table and the Packers to lose out, basically. But yeah, that Bears-Packers game next weekend is going to be fucking massive. And Lions-Bears week 18 is going to be massive as well. So
let's take a look at their playoff chances right now, because
I think they're at 30. I think they're at 33% right now. They were 50 before the game.
41%. They're at 41% right now.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's their offense clicked, and just the Rams' offense at full effect. When you get the running back duo of Williams and Corum kind of doing what they did, and Stafford's playing insane. Puka's just a man-child. Would you rather have Puka or JSN? Who do you think is better?
I think Puka's more versatile.
Emerson would kill me, but I health-wise, Puka's had some injuries, but I think you can have so many different packages for Puka. I've seen him do a run play. He can literally do anything. I would rather Puka. I think Puka's the best receiver in the NFL.
He's more versatile, that's for sure. I don't know. He's definitely up there, but
yeah. All right, you ready to talk about the Bills game?
Yeah.
What?
I'm not really ready, but I'm ready. I want to talk about the first half. I don't even want to talk about the second half.
Why?
It's the same fucking story with this goddamn team every fucking year. Am
thought
I
you'd be
happy we won
after
today?
this win. Jesus.
Yes. Am I happy we won today? 100%. Is this a fucking winning victory, like a winning formula going into playoffs? No, you can't fucking put up 7 points in the first half after you get 24 dumped on your head and then say, oh, Josh Allen, throw up on the sidelines and go in fucking God mode. It's ridiculous. Like the defense, yes, they played well in the second half, but what is that in the first half? Like, and yes, you let Travion Henderson, who is a rookie in the NFL and he's going to be a good running back, but you let him rip off a 54-yard touchdown and a 62-yard touchdown. It's ridiculous. You do that in the playoffs, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So yes, I'm very happy they won today. It is ridiculous that we even had a chance after halftime. After halftime, it was like AFC East champs, the Patriots. I was ready to whatever. We're gonna have to get in. We're gonna have to go on the road to play every single game in the playoffs and somehow make it to the Super Bowl. Now we have an outside chance to have an at-home playoff game, which is nice, but. Like the only saving grace we had today was Stephon Diggs wasn't really doing anything. And
yeah,
that's about it. And the fact that Sean McDermott didn't challenge that first catch by Kayshon Boutte in the very first drive of the very first play, and it could have been 0-0, is ridiculous because it was not a catch. And you sit there and you have the red flag in your hand. You're getting paid millions of dollars to be a goddamn coach in the NFL. Make a decision. Make a decision. Like it drives me nuts. And then this is the story from last week too. You expect Josh Allen and James Cook to absolutely carry this offense, and Dawson Knox plays really well. And like he passes the most, like shout out to Dawson Knox. He has a kid. He passes the most receiving touchdowns by a tight end. Crazy. Great. Huge. What are we doing? There's arguably a bunch of penalties in that game that went our way. And I'm super happy because those penalties are usually called. Ryan's gone. I'm just going to keep talking. Those penalties are usually called on the Bills, but then you sit there and you're like, man, what are we doing? Like, I just don't get it. I really love the Bills. They're controlled my mood, clearly. I've taken a minute and I've reorganized my thoughts. So, we had some technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. I've reorganized my thoughts. I'm not angry. I'm disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I'm disappointed, and at the beginning of the day, one of our friends who has gotten me really mad before decided to text, it might be Pupilo Bills again. And instead of firing back and being angry this time, I just agreed. Correct. 21 points, offense, punt, just horrible. You made Drake May look like he was an MVP in the first half. And I will say this is not a winning formula. And I said it before when I was very angry. I'm going to speak calmly. I'm going to collect my thoughts. It's just not a winning formula. You can't go into the playoffs, especially playing these defenses that you are going to play, Denver, Houston, and win like that. Especially going into, say, you get to a Super Bowl, the defenses in the NFC also are very good. Now, that being said, James Cook over 100 yards rushing, Dawson Knox 2 touchdowns, Josh looked good, not great. But again, the thing that I was saying before we got cut off, there's a lot of calls today in the game, penalties against the Patriots that were a little bit questionable. And usually that you see that on more of the Bills side, or those calls aren't there, that the game's not won. And yes, that's a part of the football game, and Patriots fans are going to be livid, and they're going to say that we're the new Kansas City Chiefs and everything like that. It's a game of football. If a call gets called, it gets called. It doesn't matter. Refs are paid to be refs. You cannot go out in the first half and have 76 total yards of offense, Josh Allen be 3 for 10 passing, and just do nothing, and then come out in the second half and put up an absolute ridiculous offensive and defensive performance. Yes, adjustments need to be made. Why don't you make them before the game? You know what you're getting going into that game. You know Drake Bay's a mobile quarterback. You know that Travion Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson can get open. Taron Johnson stinks.
like he's a shell of what he was before. He was an absolute all-pro, probably the best nickelback in the league, and now he can't cover anyone across the middle of the field. Whether he's playing through an injury or not, I don't know. To be able to win that game today without Christian Benford is huge. We keep the AFC East alive. We have to win the next 3 games. I'll tell you right now, we come out and put up a performance like that against Philly in the first half in week 17. We're not winning that game.
No.
That's a more high-powered offense who's won a Super Bowl. You have A.J. Brown, you have Devontae Smith, you have Saquon Barkley, you have arguably what could be one of the best offensive lines, or was one of the best offensive lines in the league. So, yes, I'm happy we won. I'm 100% happy. Did I have faith the whole game? No. And that's apparently what it's like to be a Bills fan from now on. Like, it's just weird shit in the first half, and Josh Allen takes a game over, and that's why I still don't trust Joe Brady. These screen passes, and I know I've talked ad nauseum about these screen passes, but it is ridiculous. It is 3rd and 15, and you throw a screen pass. It is 3rd and 4, and you throw a screen pass. You know what seems to work all the time? Run a quick slant and throw it to Keon Coleman. Run a quick slant and throw it to Khalil Shakir. Why don't we try throwing the ball down the field instead of sideways?
Yeah.
It is ridiculous.
You can bet your house on if it's like a third, anything, if it's a 3rd down and anything past 5 yards, you can bet your house that there's likely it's going to be a screenplay. It's so predictable. It was when it was 3rd and 4, they did that play. I knew it was going to be a screenplay. Like, it's just, they do these screenplays with Ray Davis, or Ty John, and it's just, yeah, I don't know. I hear you. It's
a good win, but it's also at the same time, it's like, this is what we're saying with the Leafs too. It's like, you beat the teams that you're supposed to beat, but then you lose to shit teams. And the reason why you lose to shit teams is just because I don't think it's a player problem. Yes, we don't have great wide receivers, 100%. I'm not saying our wide receivers are the best in the league. We're probably fucking like in the bottom tier of that.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, you have an amazing quarterback and you have pieces on defense. Yes, we have high injury rate, but you have pieces on defense. Shaq Thompson's played better than Terrell Bernard. Terrell Bernard was supposed to be our captain and fucking leader of our defense after the last year he had. Yes, he's been injured. Yes, he's been hurt. But our run defense, weeks 1 through basically 10, was 32nd in the league.
It was horrible.
Our run defense through the last 3 weeks, other than today, top of the league.
Yeah.
And we have like a 27, 28, 20, like probably 30-year-old middle linebacker.
Yeah.
Or outside linebacker. Like, it's just.
Yeah. Matt Milano played better today. He had 2 sacks. He looked like himself today.
Yeah, he did, but he's still a shell of what he was.
Yeah.
Matt Milano was an absolute game wrecker. And the injuries just kill him. And like, Sean McDermott talks about it every post game, but he's like, God, the no quit in this team and the toughness of this team and everything like that. And yes, I'm happy with that. But for the love of God, you have one of the best football players on earth. You can't not say Josh Allen is not one of the best football players on earth. And every single week it seems like he's sitting out there alone, and Joe Brady is calling a play and he's going, nah, fuck that. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we say, like you said, we say with the Leafs a lot, like, it's just, a win's a win, but sometimes just like, you can't win the whole picture like that, and you kind of got to figure it out, and we're getting to that time where, I mean, we're talking about, what, 3 more weeks? So, got the Browns next week, then the Eagles, then the Jets, so let's see what we can do here. You ready to get some Week 16 picks? Big win, Jackson, big win, and we'll figure it out.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Yes,
I don't want, like, I'm happy. It's just fucking. It's just like for the love of my fucking health, come out in the first half and play good football. I'm not fucking putting up numbers running for the last 2 weeks, running 62 kilometers to then on a Sunday be sitting there and being like, oh, I'm going to have a heart attack after I just ran fucking 11K in negative 19-degree fucking weather.
You're an animal, Jackson. You deserve that win today. All right, let's get to Week 16. Thursday night, we're starting off with a banger. This is actually Caitlin's pick. Rams at Seahawks. Seahawks are 1.5 favorites right now. I feel like that'll likely change. Caitlin, not as long as a reasoning this time. If you know Caitlin well enough, she is obsessed with sheep. So she says, I'm going to say Rams because a sheep win is what I want for Christmas. So that's basically all she got.
I like that.
Yeah, and I just think Seahawks, I mean, they're still winning games, but their offense has kind of looked, I mean, their defense is elite, but their offense has kind of looked in disarray recently. Sam Darnold hasn't maybe looked like himself in the first half of the season. And the Rams, I know Devontae Adams is looking questionable, but that offense is the best in the league. Even if it's in Seattle, I still like the Rams. I know you do as well.
I like the Rams. I don't know.
Yeah.
Honestly, at this point, it's just to spite Emerson, which is hilarious. Like, I like the Seahawks, but I don't know. I just trust Stafford more than Darnold right now, and I trust Puka more than, and like, I trust Puka and JSN the same, but Puka to me is more versatile than JSN.
Yeah, I agree.
They're both top wide receivers in the league. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, our friend Emerson thinks JSN is better than Megatron. So,
yeah. All right. Eagles at Commanders, divisional game. I mean, Eagles offense looked great today. I know it's because of the Raiders, and the Commanders have a pretty shit defense as well. So, I kind of like Eagles with the points here, too. Only at 5.5. I kind of like the Eagles with the I know it's a divisional game, like we say, but.
I would love to see the Commanders beat the Eagles. I'm obviously taking the Eagles, but
I would love to.
The Eagles.
Yeah, me too. All right, and Packers at Bears. This is the big one. Packers are 3.5-point favorites. I feel they'll likely change in Chicago Stadium. I mean, I love the Bears here. I love the Bears here. I think it's at Chicago Stadium or Soldier Field, and yeah, I mean their offense looked great today. Their defense looked great today. I know you're playing the Cleveland Browns, but I mean, Micah Parsons is out. Christian Watson got hurt, but I think he returned. Yeah, I love the Bears.
Me too.
Bucks at Panthers, huge game for the division in Carolina. Bucks are 1.5 favorites. You gotta think the Bucks are gonna just get a big win here. I know both had a tough loss this week, but
it's gonna be a tight game.
It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be I kind of like the over for this game too.
23, 24, 27.
Yeah,
something like that.
I like the over at 45.5. Yeah, I like the Bucks here. Yeah, and how about you got the next one? Bills at Browns. Tays got the Bills.
Yeah, she said just for my mental health.
That's good. She cares about you.
For real, I said, why do you want to pick the Bills? And she said, for you. So, Bills by $1 billion. If they let Shedeur Sanders, for real, if the Browns win next week, I may never know like watch a Bills game ever again.
Also,
if Myles Garrett,
I'll say Myles Garrett, yeah.
I'll cry.
All right, Chargers at Cowboys. Cowboys are 2.5-point favorites.
Yeah,
I like the Cowboys here too. I mean, the Cowboys at home are one of the best teams in the NFL. I mean, they're tied right now with the Vikings, but yeah, I definitely think the Chargers. I mean, haven't really looked great. I know they beat the Eagles, they beat the Chiefs today, but Herbert, he's looked all right. But I don't think he's playing with a broken left hand.
Yeah.
But yeah,
not the same.
All right, Chiefs at Titans.
Titans.
I mean,
what? Cam Ward versus Gardner Minshew.
That's a battle. That right now it's 10.5, but that line will change, I'm sure.
That's crazy, but that's what the toilet bowl should be in the NFL 10 years ago, and that's what it is today.
Yep. I also love the under for that game. I do not see.
I think Cam Ward puts up 40.
Actually. All right. Vikings, Giants. Vikings are 1.5 favorites. You like the Giants here in Jackson Dart?
Yeah. JJ McCarthy is whatever.
All right. Bengals, Dolphins. Right, he's got a touchdown.
What's the
score? 14-14. Almost at halftime. All right. Bengals, Dolphins. Bengals are 1.5 favorites over the Dolphins in Miami.
The Dolphins are going to sneak into the playoffs, which is ridiculous.
I like Miami here too. Achan's going to run for 200 yards in that game.
Yes.
Jets at Saints. My boy Tyler Shook. They're 3.5-point favorites over the Jets. Yeah, I don't. Nothing much to say on this game. Yeah. Jags Broncos. This is a big test for the Jags. Oh,
changing my pick.
Wow, this is a big test for the Jags. In Mile High, Broncos are 2.5-point favorites. Why did you do late audible to the Jags there?
I talked a lot of shit about Trevor Lawrence earlier, and I feel like he's going to just show out.
I mean, 5 touchdowns today.
Probably not 5 touchdowns against the Broncos defense.
No. Yeah, it's against the Jets. You go from the Jets to the Broncos.
I don't imagine Bo Nix is going to go off for 4 TDs again.
No. All right, Falcons at Cardinals. Couldn't care less. Cardinals are point-out favorites. Yeah, I like the Cardinals. Steelers at Lions. I think the Lions are going to bend over the Steelers. The Lions coming after a loss are just dominant. They're 6.5-point favorites in Detroit. I think Gibbs is going to run for 200 yards in this game and absolutely kill the Steelers. No, I don't like that. Right. Raiders at Texans. Raiders might get shut out back-to-back games. They're not going to put up a touchdown, let alone 2 touchdowns against this Texans defense.
Having Max Crosby and Myles Garrett on teams that stink is horrible for football.
I know. The line's at 37.5. That's just because they just don't think the Raiders are going to get a single fucking point.
Yeah, it's going to be 20.
Patriots or Ravens. I love the Ravens here. I would love the Ravens just to kick the shit out of the Patriots.
A Ravens win would be huge.
Huge. Yeah, they're 2.5-point favorites in Baltimore. I mean, Lamar's looking better. I mean, Drake May kind of came back down to earth, like you said. I mean, he kind of showed that lack of experience, that youngness he shows. But it'll be a good game, though. I'm excited for that game.
Yeah.
Sunday night. Niners at Colts. Yeah, I like the Niners. They're 6-point favorites. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I mean, Taylor's 10-1. Kalen's 5-6. Fantasy. I should beat. What's it called? I should beat Jolly in the first round of the playoffs. Let me see here. Yeah, I'll beat him. Yeah, I'll beat him.
I'm gonna beat. I think I should beat Hoff. Yeah.
All right, let's get into our segments here. Before we do commandments, lock of the week, I lost. I had the Lions covering the spread. This week I have the Rams at plus 1.5. I feel like that line will change, but I'm getting that value early and when I can. Bet the farm Wednesday night hockey. I'm always one off with these fucking Wednesday night hockey bets. I got Kyle Connor anytime, Jackson Blake anytime, Kempe anytime, and Reinhardt anytime.
All right. I got Bills money line.
Nice.
Josh Allen 1+ pass TD for my lock. My bet the farm is literally Rams money line, Eagles money line, Bears money line, Packers money line. Sorry, Bears money line, Bucks money line, Bills money line, Cowboys money line, Titans money line, Giants money line, Dolphins money line.
Betting the farm, baby. All right, let's get some commandments. Didn't do too well this week. Kind of was a weird week of the NFL. I mean, Darnold, no touchdown. Gibbs, as usual, like 3 games tear, 1 game off. Kelsey, 3+ receptions. We'll always ride that. But Jackson, how do you rifle off our Week 16 commandments?
I will never be making commandments again by myself. This is strictly Ryan's commandments. So low risk, you're taking Gibbs over against the Steelers. Gibbs anytime against the Steelers. Cook over against the Browns. Medium risk, you're adding 2 picks onto that. You're taking Baker 1+ passing TD against the Panthers. Trey McBride 5+ receptions. Currently has the NFL record for tight end's longest streak. High risk, you're adding 5 picks onto it total. Swift over against the Packers. Nico Collins over against the Raiders. ATN anytime against the Broncos. CMC over in receptions. And Barkley over against the Commanders. Overall, high risk, you are taking in total from top to bottom. Gibbs over against the Steelers. Gibbs anytime against the Steelers. Cook over against the Browns. Baker 1+ passing touchdown. Trey McBride 5+ receptions. Swift over against the Packers. Nico Collins over against the Raiders. ATN anytime against the Browns. CMC over in receptions. And Barkley over against the Commanders. That is your Week 16 commandments.
There we go. And I think, well, first off, we didn't really talk much about the marathon thing, obviously, but thank you for all the donations. That was awesome. I don't think me and Jackson predicted the run 62 kilometers. I thought it was going to be maybe 10 to 20.
Next year,
so we want to do something similar. We're going to figure out another maybe thing we can do, something we can raise money towards and do a similar thing. But yeah, thank you for all the support. I got a lot of replies. You actually live near my uncle, and he sent me a screenshot of your Strava that you posted, and like your circle, he lives like right in the middle of that, and so he like posted a picture of like himself in the middle. It's like me sitting on the couch. It was kind of funny. So shout out Uncle Doug. But yeah, no, I'm sorry for that.
Dude.
That was
I was
funny.
so worried I was going to run into people that knew me because I was just running down the street in Bills jersey.
Yeah,
5
no, me
days a
too.
week.
Yeah, and so I think yeah, we can talk about the simulator too. Me and Jackson are gonna do a little simulator series. I think we're gonna do our first one Thursday, and we're gonna do a best of 7 with strokes, not playing that straight up bullshit. And yeah, I think we've decided on a punishment, and it's I think waxing our legs. I think Jackson maybe just one strip, or we'll do one strip of leg or something
when
like
you
that.
texted me, I immediately almost said done. And then I was like, wait a second. I do not need my whole leg waxed. So
No, I think maybe
just
one
one
strip of leg. One strip of
but
leg, maybe.
the winner gets to pick where it goes.
On the leg?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not that bad. And then we'll record it, maybe live during a podcast. And Kalen was saying, the loser, like if you lose, Taylor will do it on camera, and then if I lose, Kalen will do it on camera for me during the podcast or something like that. That'd be funny. That'd be funny.
I'd be so excited.
I think that'd be funny. But yeah, well, we're gonna figure out how to record it. I think maybe just use like a tripod. I have my ring light here, just record the whole thing, and then I'll edit it up. And yeah, we'll get that out. Me and Jackson have had some good matches in the day, and
9 times out of 10, I have not beat you because I've been with someone else. So this is riding slowly on
straight
me.
up though. Yeah, straight up. I think we're either even or maybe you're one up on me. So you don't have another partner weighing you down, aka I'm not gonna say his name. That's me.
No,
But yeah. But all right, Jackson. Great weekend. Stressful one, but the Bills got a dub. The Leafs got figured out. Matthews got to wake up. And Marner fans, fuck you. Go check out our YouTube page at Buds Mafia. Go check out my Quinn Hughes video I posted. Go check out Buds Mafia. Follow us on Spotify, as well as Buds and Pucks on X, Instagram, and TikTok. I'll see you next week, Jackson.
Cheers, brother.
Tavares coming out, sends it in a goal. They score! They score! Holy mackerel, they score! Morgan Riley! Mo Riley! The Leafs have won it! They're going to the second round!
Gonna run for it, he got it! And there he goes!